Hello friends, welcome to this part 4 of the tutorial. If you like this tutorial, please subscribe and hit the bell icon so that you will get notifications. First I wanted to show you this miniature that I finished. I added a button and thread closure to this one, and the signatures are sewn through the spine. But the larger ones I will make, for the larger ones I will make a hidden spine. At least for this one. Let's see what we'll do with the larger one. The medium-sized might be, or will be, hidden spine. But first I will flip this through and a little bit closer so that you can really see it. It's just a miniature to show you a little bit of the structure. So there's this flap, and then the actual journal is here. And part of these papers are tea and coffee dyed, and the ones that I couldn't dye for one reason or another, I glued together 2 pages so that there are no white pages at all. This is the printable set that I made of those hand-printed sheets. And this one is like dark brown and grungy yellow, but if you want it to be more with more red color, you could use some walnut stain or walnut ink to add more redness, or the vintage photo, which is reddish, to add more red tones on your sheets. Just a quick flip through. I tried to combine papers that have similar toned colors that match well together. There. And you could add pockets on the inside covers. That's it. That's a miniature. Then we will continue with this medium-sized journal. And I noticed that I measured the inches wrongly last time. So here are the right measures. Although they are not so it's not so important to have them exactly. It's just to show you a little bit of the measurements. This one is 19.5 centimeters, which is about 7.5 inches, this width, and the length is divided by 12 centimeters, which is the same as here, 12 centimeters, about 4 3/4 inches. And the spine and the counterpart, they are 6 centimeters, which is 2.5 inches. Same here. And the flap is also 6 centimeters, 2.5 inches. I will add these measurements to the previous video so that you can see the right measurements in the description box. Okay, now we can go on. Last time we made this spine reinforcement, and it has to be a little bit smaller than the spine, so that when you attach it, the front and the back will move freely, like this. Now I have selected the papers, or we did this last time too. I'm thinking of 3 signatures. They will fit here nicely. And to make this process a little bit easier, I have used this We Are Memory Keepers tool, an owl, and a ruler. And I will show you which is one of the easiest ways to do this, because I always want to do things probably I prefer the easy way over the hard way. Okay, I have already made here the 3 holes for the 3-stitch pamphlet, 3-hole pamphlet stitch, which is okay for the small one or the medium one. So I measured this and checked or marked the center from here. I marked the center, then I used this tool and put the papers here, checking out the center, and then I punched 1 hole here and another here, so that all the papers, all the smaller ones, are inside the stitches, if you know what I mean. Because I have different sizes of papers. For example, here are some book pages. You want all of them to be covered covered inside the stitches. So now I'm going to make sure that they are all well through all the pages. Oops. Let's see now. Over there. It has moved a little bit. Let me find the center first. There it is. And then it's easier to find the other ones. Let's go this way. Okay, there it is. And I'm going to use this paper clip to hold the papers. there's one. And to make the other ones easier, you can take the outer paper and use that as a guide for the rest of these signatures. Make sure that the papers are positioned just like you want them to be. That one needs to be like this. There's gold somewhere over there, gilded edges. Maybe this way. Yes, that's okay. And this one just for making the hole poking easier, poking the holes. There, that was easy. And then you take this off. And use it for the last one. Check out the papers. I'm going to mend these torn down papers later on and embellish these a little bit. If you would add some stamping, it's better to stamp them now before you stitch them together. It's easier that way. Yep, that's okay. And this one to make it easier. One more. There. Okay, where is it? Come here. There. And the last thing to do is to put this on its place. And make sure it's the right way. Yes. And adjust the holes so that you still have them on the right place. And if you don't, find the holes again using the center as a guide. That's the front. Let's see. Front. Yes. So this goes that way. And once again, find the center. Yes. Now it's correct. Then we need the holes on this reinforcement. Maybe it's easiest to use this tool again. Let's find the center here. I need my glasses and a pencil. It's 18 centimeters and about 8 millimeters. That's 9.4, which is here. And then the center here. 5.5. That's 2.7 and half. About here. Double check. Yep. Yes, correct. And let me think. We need the exact place for these holes. So that's the center, then there's this one and this one. Double check. Yes. And leave a little bit room on each side. And you could use 1.5 centimeters. Yes, that's okay. 1.5 centimeters from the center. And for the inches, you can check out your own measurements, because each one will be a little bit different. So it's just an estimation, an example. 1.5 to the right and 1.5 to the left, and double check. Can you see it? One more. 1.5 centimeters to the right and 1.5 to the left, and it has moved a little bit. That's why we double check everything. Let me see. If you want really good tutorials about making spines, go to see Liesel's videos. Did Somebody Say Paper is her account name. She makes this really well. I'm like eyeballing them and then double and triple checking. It's one way of doing it. Okay. That's good. Then we attach the signatures. I want this one first, and that goes to the center, and that one over there. And I like to start from the back. Now we need needle and thread. Needle, and I'm using beeswax and cotton thread. One, two, and three. Then I'm going through all the threads with the beeswax. It makes them easier to work with, and they won't get easily tangled as they would otherwise do. There it is. Okay, we need holes. Let's poke these. There. I'm starting from the middle, and you could also mark which one is up. Sometimes you get mixed up with turning this around, and it's easier to know which way is up. Hold this one so that it won't get lost. Make it tight, but no, not too tight. And tie it up. And then do the same for the remaining signatures. Okay, now we have all the 3 signatures tied, sewn to the spine, to the reinforcement. And now we're going to glue this onto the spine. We're adding glue just to this larger flap area, and you could glue this also on the spine. Let me think about it. Yes. This time when you have flat spine, you can glue this onto the spine. But if you had curved spine, you would leave this without glue. But to make sure there's no white showing, I'm going to ink the edges, the inside edges, so that the white won't show there. And also these edges. like so. And then add glue to the spine. I'm using the strong PVA glue. And remember which way is up. Over there. Double check everything. Position it very carefully. And check out that the front and the back covers are moving freely. And push it down very well. Then add some glue over there to the cloth. Now you need something to protect the papers gluing on this cloth. For example, plastic or parchment or something that has the ability to keep them from gluing together. Let me find something. I'm using parchment paper. Put it over there. And then you can push the cloth down easily. Then the other one. Let's see if that's enough. I think it's good. Now I'm putting these ways on and let it dry thoroughly. That's it for today, and we will continue with this tutorial very soon. Thank you for watching and see you next time. Bye bye.